Yes, a baby's gonna get eaten tonight, boys. Hey guys, I'm Matt,
I'm Em.
and this is 8-Bit
Family.
Family, and we've just got back from watching It Chapter 2. Well, I say we've just got back from watching It Chapter 2. It was a pretty late night last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had plans to go and see it last night after work anyway. We showed up, the screening was completely full, so then we had to wait an extra hour for the next one. So we're quite tired, but it was good.
We got up like first thing this morning and just started discussing the movie, and we were like, let's come downstairs and let's just get it all
do
on
it,
camera.
yeah.
And I'm just going to start by saying, thank God 2019 has delivered an incredible horror movie. Because if you've watched our previous reviews, we've been so disappointed with the movies that have come out this year.
Oh yeah.
And seriously, It Chapter 2 did not let us down. It was absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, as we say in all our previous review videos, spoiler warning coming into place
Massive
now.
spoiler warning. We are obviously discussing the second part of it. So yeah, the biggest spoiler warning yet?
Yeah, quite
biggest
possibly,
spoiler
yeah.
warning yet. We've said this now. We're going to put it in the title as well.
Yeah.
On your own head be it.
So let's just start, I think, with the main thing and discuss the cast of this movie. What an incredible cast has been lined
So
up for
good.
It Chapter 2. I mean, every single person that was billed in this movie to play the older versions of the Loser Club was spot on.
I've said this from the day the first trailers dropped and the announcements were coming out. They have matched them so well, because it ruins the immersion, doesn't it? When
Yeah.
older and younger just it could be cousins at a push kind of thing.
Yeah.
But every single, their mannerisms, their expressions, you can tell that they've all worked so well together.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
And that chemistry really showed.
Like, you've got some amazing performances in there from Bill Hader, who plays Richie's character, and Jessica Chastain, who plays Beverly's character, and obviously the main one, who was kind of like the poster child for this movie, which is James McAvoy, who plays Billy's character.
I didn't know that he was meant to be billed as the main character, you know.
But every single actor in this movie does such a sterling job in portraying the characters from part one of the It movie. So
And they all get like a good opportunity to shine.
oh,
don't
100%. They all
of
get
them
their
have
own
their
little
moment.
arcs within this story where they focus on that particular character. And it's one of them where, like we were saying before, James McAvoy kind of looked like the poster child for this movie, but other characters do actually shine more than him, especially Bill Hader. Bill Hader is the standout actor in this movie.
I don't know if I'd say they outshone him, but I'd say it was pretty even. I don't think there was a main character as such.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a pretty even split.
Yeah. But yeah,
Hello.
like I said, first of all,
Hello, Thor.
The actor's choice for this movie was absolutely phenomenal. So we're already off to a good start with the actors and actresses that they chose for this movie. So we'll just throw straight into there. What a way to open a movie, going straight in there with the homophobic attack, basically, straight from the start of the movie.
There was no basic about it. It was an aggressive, unprovoked homophobic attack.
It's something that you just didn't expect to come in, and when you see it, you'll understand it. It does touch a nerve, and it is very...
Right, quick disclaimer. I have skimmed the book. You haven't read the book.
I've never read the
Obviously,
book.
we've both seen the original. We do have a good friend who is like our go-to on horror movie critiques,
Yeah.
who has read the book. So he was filling us in on bits, and
Yeah.
just thought I'd add that in there.
Oh. Just decided to scratch everything. But the movie just goes straight in there, and within 2 minutes of the movie starting, we get the first glimpse of Pennywise, and it's all blood and gore like the first movie. Like that moment in the first movie where he rips George's arm off. In this one, it's no different. Giant chomp out of a guy's chest, blood everywhere. It's such a visceral way to start.
Ooh, good word.
That was a good
Good
word.
word.
Such a stunning way to start the movie, and it just gets you gripped like that.
I found it was interesting because I hate clowns. I'm so scared of clowns. Matt can tell you how hard I was gripping his hand.
Oh yeah, my hand hurts today.
Sorry. I found it interesting though. Excuse me. The first movie, the first time we see Pennywise, that was the first time that scared me. Interestingly, in this one, which is something I'll touch upon again later, it was the humans that scared me.
Yeah.
With this horrible aggressive attack, and I'll come back to that. But that was the bit that made me feel sick and angry.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional again. I'm quite tired. I cry a lot anyway. I may well up.
But talking about Pennywise, we've seen other reviews of this particular movie, and everyone's been going, "There's not enough Pennywise in this movie for a 3-hour movie. Where's Pennywise?" I don't know what you're talking about. Pennywise is pretty much in 70% of this movie. There's more creature interactions in this movie than there was in the first one, and he takes so many different forms, and every single form, bar one, is terrifying.
Oh, okay.
And we've talked in the past about CGI versus practical effects, and you've got to get CGI right. This movie, on every single instance, bar one, got CGI spot on.
A lot of people, again, were criticising the CGI, saying it looked like a bit rough around the edges, a bit over the top. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, the feeling, the emotions of the film are different from the first one, though. The first one, he is out to scare kids. The second one, he's not just looking for fear anymore, he's looking to taunt them, to torture them. And I feel like that's why it was allowed to go a little bit more over the top again. Plus, I feel like it is a really nice reference to the original, where effects weren't as polished.
Yeah.
So I didn't have an issue with that. I thought, bar one, that it was...
Droopy Booby Lady.
Droopy Booby Lady.
Droopy Booby Lady was terrible. And again, going on about 2019 horror movies, what is it with directors' obsession this year of putting naked people in horror movies? I'm so over it. I'm so over it. But other than that sublime movie, and we were talking about the creatures, like some of the monstrosities in this movie are absolutely blood-curdling. Like, I genuinely don't have an issue with horror movies. Last night I struggled to sleep because some of the imagery in this movie was terrifying. You gotta look at like the baby crab fly hybrid thing that comes out the fortune cookie. Absolutely terrifying. The cute little dog that transforms into like Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying.
It's interesting because again, because it's scaring adults, it picks up on the underlying anxieties, self-esteem issues, things like that adults have, and I feel like that's why it's possibly struck a nerve more, because we are closer to the age they would be the second time around now than we are to the first time. And I feel like that's just...
No, I know, I get exactly what you mean. Like, a lot of people... Another reason why this movie got a slating by critics online was they were saying there was too much comedy in it. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of comedy when you've got a character like... when you've got a big character like Bill Hader in the movie who just... That's all he does, comedy roles, pretty much. When you've got someone like that in the movie who's making joke after joke after joke, and these jokes land, these jokes are good. They had me in hysterics, all of his one-liners.
But I mean, that's what Lil Richie, that's an actual person. Little Richie.
That's what he was like.
Yeah, he was the stand-up guy.
And it was what I was saying earlier, like, even though there is joke after joke after joke after joke, and it is mixed in with these absolutely atrocious horror elements that make you feel uncomfortable. That is, personally, if I saw a giant clown dancing towards me, I would be making comments like that. I'd be the one who'd be joking and laughing, but I'd be joking and laughing because I'm so scared.
It's like a nervous...
It's like a nervous laugh.
Like a knee-jerk reaction, isn't it? Like, I don't know how to handle this, let's make a joke.
And I think the jokes were perfectly put in there. Like, I get why people complained about them, but I think they were necessary to show what that particular character was feeling at that particular time.
I'd say maybe just one or two fewer, but overall it really didn't bother me because that's the character.
Yeah.
And it's a reaction we all know.
But Bill Hader was absolutely incredible in this movie. Absolutely incredible. And I know his kind of go-to humour is like stoner humour, and just because he does stuff like Superbad, and he's been in like the Seth Rogen, James Franco kind of those kind of Jonah Hill kind of movies. But he was by far, I think, the star of this show.
He had a glow up.
Yeah. But moving on from the monsters, let's talk about the kill count in this movie.
Lots.
There is a lot of blood in it, and a lot of people being crunched.
What was the fun fact about the blood?
Like, apparently it's the horror movie with the most amount of blood in it, and I can understand why from one of the scenes, because we were discussing this. There is blood throughout this movie, but we were like getting there, we were like, oh, there is a lot of deaths in this movie, and there is a lot of gore, but I don't understand where this facts come from about it being the movie with the most amount of blood until you see the cubicle scene with Beverly, and then you understand why it put The Shining to shame, really.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But the kill count in this movie, there is plenty of kids being eaten left, right and centre, and it's horrible.
Do you want to sound a bit less happy about that?
Well, I didn't get the baby eating scene in the first one. I was so devastated when he didn't eat a baby, and when the movie opened with the sound of a baby crying, I was like, yes, a baby's gonna get eaten tonight, boys. And it didn't happen. But made up for it, because at least 3 kids got absolutely destroyed.
Do you feel better now?
I did. I was like, yeah.
Do you want to assure the viewers you're not a baby murdering psychopath?
Who knows?
Spoilers.
But yeah, just absolutely phenomenal movie. Absolutely phenomenal movie. And there's probably going to be stuff that we've not touched upon, and this has just been us going, boom, it's good. Boom, it's good. Boom, it's good.
One thing I do want to mention. I touched upon it briefly earlier. Pennywise isn't the only thing that's scary. The adults of Derry are so messed up as well.
Even Bowers in this movie, because Henry Bowers comes back, obviously, like in the original in the book, and his character is
terrifying.
Terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
It's upsetting though, because it's a real like push and pull. He ends up in like a care home, supervised.
Ward.
Yeah. And he is deeply disturbed. We see a glimpse of that in the first one where he just goes around murdering everyone. But in this he is an adult who is disturbed. But as terrifying as he is, the staff there treat him and the other inmates, patients, really badly. And that's heartbreaking to watch, because you know that goes on.
Yeah. It's a very unsettling movie. Not just the encounters with Pennywise, just the human interaction from the characters who are outside of the Losers Club.
There is so much underlying, abuse, sexual tension. There's a big thing about sexuality.
Yeah.
It touches upon. I wasn't prepared, honestly, for how many subjects it was going to bring up. A lot of which are quite close to my own heart.
Yeah.
I cried so much. The ending, it wraps everything up.
It does wrap everything up, the ending. However, the ending is one of the only gripes I had with this movie, and that is the Pennywise fight scene down in the, let's say, the meteor impact room. We'll call it that.
Where it all started.
Where it all started, and when he gets reduced to like this saggy, creepy, deflated clown baby. But just because the Losers Club are just chanting clown, clown,
well,
clown
the whole
over
point
him to make him feel small.
Willing it to being small. But I love that. I know it...
I understand the imagery of it, but I was just like, oh my god, look how, compared to the scene before where there's this huge
like
spider, scorpion, crab,
thing.
clown hybrid thing to this tiny baby. It was a bit like, I wanted more of a fight and more of a struggle.
But where were you for like the 20 minutes before that? There was a massive fight. There was a bit of a Richie gets... Yeah, I'm not going to spoil everything.
Yeah.
I liked it. Visually, perhaps a bit anticlimactic. But the message and the symbolism behind it was so powerful.
But I get what you mean. The end of the movie does wrap it up perfectly. Everything from them looking in the shop window in Derry, and it's showing their younger selves in the wind. Derry, and them showing their younger selves, and then Stanley's suicide note kind of rounding everything off. But I think overall, best horror movie of 2019 so far, and I think I'm glad it was, because after watching Child's Play and Scary Stories and Annabelle Comes Home and stuff like that, I was like, please do not let us down.
I like
Chapter 2.
to use the phrase horror movie blue balls.
Yeah.
When you were excited for something really good and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
I do not feel horror blue balls.
Oh, 100% not.
I feel horror satisfied.
I genuinely think I might go watch this another 1 or 2 times.
I will
because
happily watch this again.
It was that good.
And you know, with these films, there are so many Easter eggs,
100%,
extra things that you'll pick out in the background.
But
I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think if I was to sum it up, and we always do our like out of 10 review, I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. There was only, like I said, two bits that let it down for me, and that was the anticlimactic fight scene at the end, and then Droopy Booby Lady's CGI effect, which put to shame all of the rest of the amazing creature creations that this movie has. But what would you give it out of 10?
I'm going to do something very unusual. I'm going to agree with you.
8.5 out of 10.
I don't think we've ever agreed on a movie before.
No.
I agree. It wasn't perfect, but I think it was really good. It paid a lot of homage to the original film and to the original book.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. But let us know what you think. Like, if you've been to see It Chapter 2 and you enjoyed it, or even if you didn't enjoy it, put your comments below and just let us know what you thought of this film. We both thought it was outstanding and we will go watch it again. But we love to hear what your opinions are, and we love to talk to you about horror movies because we're passionate about them. We love horror movies.
It's one of the things we love.
It's what we spend most of our time doing, watching horror movies.
Some of the like first things we ever bonded over.
Very true. We watch horror movies pretty much on a daily basis. I'm not joking. Like, we will watch many horror movies in a week.
We try to, and then you fall asleep.
But let us know what you thought about it. If you enjoyed this review, then please subscribe to 8-Bit Family. It means the world to us that you keep tuning in, week out, and we love you guys
amazing,
for that.
Guys. We are just starting out, and your support means so much to us.
We've got so much support over the last 2 months, and we've got so much coming up soon, so keep your eyes peeled. If you want to hear more from us, hit that ding-a-ling-dong bell, because then you can keep up to date with everything 8-Bit Family related. And yeah, you can find us on social media. We've got Facebook, we've got Instagram,
we have a thing. We're going to put a thing in at the end.
And we'll put the thing in at the end of the video so you can see all our handles.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for tuning into this video. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye!